mad. Now,
once again, they've always been mad.
Don't be alarmed. They've always been mad, but now it's really showing. Honey, we can't even knock on the wrong doorbell, and we can't even.
Add that to the list. Add that to the list of shit that Black people cannot do, or you'll be shot or killed by a white person.
All right.
Or police. So add that. You can't knock on the wrong door. Okay.
No, because that's what happened to Ralph Yarl, and he was shot. Thankfully,
a 16-year-old teenager, a 16-year-old boy
in Kansas City. Thankfully, he survived, but he was shot by Andrew Lester.
Twice.
84-year-old Andrew Lester.
Say that man don't look like a racist.
Oh my goodness. He been waiting to kill him all his life, girl. He got him a nigger finally. He is pleading not guilty to the shooting of Ralph Yarl, who went to the wrong house. Look at his eyes.
Now, he went to the wrong house because he was going to pick up his siblings. His parents had asked him to go pick up his siblings. So he goes, and so he goes to a street. That is the street name that his parents gave him, but like the difference is, I think, was like street and avenue or like boulevard or terrace.
Yeah.
And so a common mistake that either any of us would make, like that's what makes this story so crazy, because it's like that literally could have been me or someone that I loved, and this man shot him twice. Not only did he shoot him twice, but he shot him in the head.
Oh my goodness.
And he shot him in the arm.
He shot him and it thankfully went like right above his left eye and his elbow. And so he survived. They're also saying that he went to 3 other houses before someone actually helped him. Allegedly, the last person made him lay down like with his hands in the air. Like, I just cannot believe that a 13-year-old can just stand there and no words can be exchanged and this man can just shoot through a glass door. There were a lot of misconceptions and misinformation out there about what actually happened, but they're going to have to be able to prove that that young kid was a threat enough where he tried to touch the doorknob or went through the threshold of the home.
Is that a threat?
He's Black, and the 84-year-old man in court is going to say, oh, well, I was afraid for my life because of the size of this young man. This young man is a band leader. I loved how the media immediately put out soft photos, if I can say, if you guys can just follow me here, of this young man, because we know what they'll do immediately is demonize us and make it our fault that we're just standing there waiting for our siblings to come out of the door. This man is a band leader. He was looking forward to going to school. He was looking forward to, majoring in chemical engineering. And so I love how media did that immediately. And look at this man. He's 84 years old, and they have the nerve to sit there and say,
like he hates
we believe that race played a part of it. No fucking shit, Sherlock. This
no
nigga's
shit.
84 years old. I say we all know what it is and what it ain't.
We all know what school of hard rock he come from.
He's on 3%.
We all
got a few more years anyway. Just hurry up, get the case over with, lock him up.
You know what I think is interesting though? I think it's interesting that he was charged with assault in the first degree and armed criminal action.
Yeah.
Versus being charged with attempted murder. Like, I think it's because it's probably would be very hard for them to prove that it was, attempted murder. But armed criminal action is so interesting to me.
Yeah, it's
that
interesting. I wonder if they're going
to
like what they think they can get, but we all was quick to say attempted murder, but they need to get his ass for something. And they need to do it fast because it doesn't look like he's going to last very long.
He's 84 years old.
One eye over here, and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Now, meanwhile, this is his grandson, okay? His grandson has cornrows, and I don't know who did them, child, because they're terrible, but he was on CNN with Don Lemon, and he revealed that his grandfather is racist.
Of course, he's 84 years old. Any white person that is 75 and up is racist, y'all. I want y'all to know that. Like, I want y'all to understand that and just get that through y'all fucking heads. Like, if they're 75 and up, and I'm actually being nice saying 75 and up, it's really giving 70 and up. And I want to say 65, but 75 and up, they racist.
I am so weak, and this is where we get unfiltered.
Like, the grandson is revealed.
But it shouldn't be surprised.
Granddad is racist. Duh.
And, she's saying it in a jokingly way, but I mean, at the same time,
it's a
lot of people that looked at his mugshot and wasn't surprised, including his ex-wife. His ex-wife has already come out and said, I was scared of this man. He used to go in a rage. He used to throw things in the house, and I was not surprised when I saw it.
Did he used to beat you, girl?
Probably. She lives in California now. She didn't say that much. Not only that, his grandson with his cornrows got on CNN and said, I believe he These cornrows really bother me.
Because who the fuck told you to go and get some goddamn cornrows?
Who did them? The bitch on the beach?
He probably got a black girlfriend somewhere.
The bitch on the beach
that, like,
might be all right for
put
the beach.
water
but
in
you're
her
not
hair
supposed to wear
with
them
no
on.
curl divider.
You're not supposed to wear them on TV, dog. All right, anyway. He says, I believe he holds racist tendency and beliefs. He's disgusted by his actions. Myself and my family stand with Ralph Yarl in seeking justice. This is a horrible tragedy, and it never should have happened.
So now what's the ex-wife saying again?
That the nigga was crazy and that he was in the house acting a fucking fool anyway.
But girl, was he racist?
She didn't say all that. But I say bring the grandson and the ex-wife on the stage or on, in the
On the media playground, right?
And let's just let her testify in court, lock him up while we still have the chance. He's gonna croak any minute. We need to get him there as soon as possible.
Well, one of the charges, carries a life sentence.
Yeah, well, we don't have much
15.
time.
I mean, if we give him fucking 6 years, he's gone.
We don't have much time.
You see him? He does not look like he's in healthy condition at all.
We don't have much time. That's the thing.
I don't think we have much to worry about.
I'm so glad that
another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Get him out of here.
Honestly, though, I understand what you were saying, though, Shay. Because I know you were like making a general, generic ass, statement. But what she was saying is just think about the history of our country for real, and where that man's come from and how much he's seen on this earth, being here for 84 years there, or 84 years on this earth and in America for 84 years. There's a lot of things that he's seen, and he probably was like, this nigga is on my porch. I'm going to shoot him. I've been meaning to get me one. I'm 84 years old. Here's my fucking chance. He didn't say nothing to this boy. He did not warn this boy. He did not exchange words at all. He was just standing there. And that is very, very sad that in this country, our young black boys will be seen as a threat, even when they're standing there unarmed, just waiting for their siblings to come out the door. That is very, very scary. And it seems like Congress doesn't want to do anything about it. They're worried about so many other things. This isn't the only young boy who dealt with gun violence also over the weekend. A New York woman, 3 days later, a New York woman drove into the wrong address and was fatally shot by a homeowner. This is the homeowner here if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure you still like and subscribe if you're still here. But this stupid mofo right here killed Kaylin Gillis, who's 20 years old. Officers arrived to investigate, and the guy refused to even come out the house after he'd done it. Her and her friends were in the car and just, how sometimes you just make the wrong turn. Like, let me turn around in the driveway. I'm not about to mess with these people. Like, let me just turn around real quick. Well, authorities spoke with him through a 911 dispatcher because he wouldn't even talk to the police in person. And then it was an hour before he was taken into custody. So he seems very much using his white privilege or whatever. But he was booked. This happened in New York. It wasn't clear whether he had an attorney who could speak on his behalf, but he better hurry up and get one because he'll probably be going to jail, because this man right here came out of the house. He came out of the house to shoot into a car as it was turning around. It was her and her 3 friends in the car. Why are you coming in a house shooting into a car?
You know what I just truly appreciate about being black is that even though with all of our trauma, with all of the things that we have been through in this country, we do not go out to kill innocent people or people who are just even gangs, even when somebody comes into a territory where they're not supposed to be, the immediate reaction is not to kill. Is that wild to y'all that white people do shit like this?
Yeah, it's very
wild. They get away with it. It's crazy. Something is off about them. There's something in the water. There's something that they ate. There's somewhere that they went across the fucking, I don't know what happened.
It's just,
but white people have really lost their fucking minds, and they don't need to have guns. If anybody doesn't need to have guns, it needs to be white people. And then we need to dig a little deeper and see how we can continue to weed them out from there.
Well, it's definitely a lot of niggas that don't need to have no guns either.
That's true
kids
too.
Out here jacking cars, they 15 years old. A lot of people don't, and that's what I'm saying. You can be for the rights of the Second Amendment, but you can also be for gun reform, and you can also say, hey, all of this stuff is pretty wicked and should not happen because it's the only country where it does happen so frequently, to the point that when we talk about a mass shooting, it's like, which one are you talking about? Which one happened this week? Or I didn't know about that.
It has
You know what
been
I mean?
more
And
mass shootings in this
years.
country this year than it's been days. It's been more than 163
How
mass
embarrassing.
shootings. That is embarrassing as fuck. And like, forgive me for feeling this way, but like, I can almost understand it better if you're
Yeah.
using a gun to carjack me or to steal my car. I can almost understand it better. I don't know. If you black, maybe you feel me, maybe you don't. But like, this type
Yeah.
of shit, somebody making a U-turn in your damn
That's
driveway.
insane. He
And
came
this
out
was
of
a
the
white
house.
woman.
He came out of the house.
This was a
He's
white
running
woman.
out of the house with a gun shooting a guy. Like, what? It's like, we can't do that anymore. I'm in the wrong. Like, this is insane to me.
Can we
So-
admit that people are crazy?
Yeah, people are crazy. They're gone mad. Congress refuses to do anything about it. That's the most embarrassing thing about it.
Yeah.
That's the most embarrassing thing about it. And that's why oftentimes I have to be honest with you, I daydream about what would have happened on January 6th if them people would have got
If
to
them
that
niggas
Congress
really
floor.
got in
Because
there.
I just would have liked to see what they done. I just would have liked what the thing had went down. You know what I mean? And that's why I just really do not even like subscribe to people who just, subscribe to, violence not being the answer, because I understand it's not the best answer, but sometimes it's the fucking answer. And that's all those people know. That's all they've shown us since they came over here and brought us over here from another land and started raping people and stealing land and beating up whomever. And
I don't really see nothing that has
ever.
happened.
And so it's very interesting that when their system is not working for them at that time, how they revolt. And it's very interesting because I would have just been watching what would have been going down, because they continuously fail the American people every time they decide to not pass anything that has to do with saving these children in schools, as to why they're feeling uncomfortable going to school, as to why people cannot ring on doorbells or go down the wrong driveway without potentially being shot, because everyone's so gun-ho about the Second Amendment and being able to bear arms that you don't give a fuck who gets it, how they get it, how many of them they can buy in a day, and do what they need to do. And another thing I want white people to understand is if you ever feel a moment that you want to off yourself or unalive yourself,
Do it.
leave
it.
leave other people out of
Do
it.
that
okay?
shit.
Leave other people out of it. They don't have nothing to do. There's no reason for you to decide to kill yourself, okay?
Do us
Send a
fucking
Facebook
favor.
message, walk into an elementary school, kill the kids and some administrators, and then kill yourself. Just start with you first. And then if you
Do
can get
us
to
a
anybody
fucking
else
favor.
after that, then shit, I don't know what to say. If you can get to somebody after you do you first, and shit, baby, I don't know what to say about that. But let's just start with you, because it's really crazy how y'all can just continue to do this. And the people in Congress do not want to necessarily do anything about it. But we know that we live in a capitalistic country, and we know money, speaks a lot, and we know a lot of people get paid from the NRA and don't want to vote against anything like that. But it's really telling, and it's really going to be interesting. At what point are we going to decide that we are going to leave the classrooms and leave work, leave wherever we're supposed to be in our responsibilities, and really be out here in these streets?